hold on. Because I see him thinking, right? Listen. hey, check it out, right? Hey, my man, Obadiah.
Adam.
All right, Adam, check it out. Yeah, that's a powerful name, Adam. Check it out though. Just to make it more simple, right? So there are 18 nations in the Bible, okay? So that's, like, for example, turn that sign around, because we always got to ask ourselves, where did all this come from? Look at that sign right there. Because at the end of the day, we are not a religion, right? We're trying to get our people to return back to their nationality.
Bring it on.
Because remember when you say, I would say African American. That's what I would say too. Right. But remember, African American, that term itself didn't come up until 1985 when Jesse Jackson was running for president.
Seriously?
Yeah, straight up. Before that,
that's on Google.
Check this out. Before that, they called us. Check this out. Before that African American stuff, they called us Afro American. Right. Before that, and guess what? They called us Negro. During the Jim Crow laws, they called us colored. My man across the street, the one with the gray hair right there, he told us on his birth certificate, the one right across the street, right there, handing the flyer to the car. Yeah. He told us on his birth certificate, they put for his nationality, colored.
Wait, so back then when we was doing the colors in white, we didn't have African American.
We didn't have. Listen, give
Martin Luther King and all
right. Check that. Jeremiah 17:4. What happened was, like you were saying, I didn't go into slavery, but what do you talk about? He's talking about, for example, how did we get over here on this land? Right. So our forefathers and foremothers went into slavery, right? So I want you to hear what Jeremiah, the prophet Jeremiah, said was going to happen to us, the Israelites. Come on.
Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage.
You hear that? We were going to be it said we were going to be discontinued from our heritage. Come on.
And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in mine anger, which shall burn forever.
How do we kindle a fire against the Most High God? Because we turned from his law, statute, commandments. The law, statute, commandments were given to one nation of people. So he asked you before, he's like, give me an example of nation. But I'm going to tell you what God said about the people of this earth in general. Deuteronomy 7:6, real quick, check this out.
The earth, a nation? I'm trying to really understand the definition of a nation.
I'm gonna help you out. So the definition of a nation is a lineage of people, right? So, for example, you have the name China, like Chinese people, right? Their biblical name is called Moab or Moabites. Now, Japanese, they're a nation of people, right? But their biblical name is Ammon or Ammonites, the so-called white man. Their biblical name is Edom or Edomites. You know what Edom really means? Edom means red. When you look at it, there's no true white person, right? Because when you look, like the color of let's look at something. That car is white. You ever see anybody walk around looking like that? No.
When they say we black,
we're not, exactly. You're brown. Exactly. But that's my whole point. Where is the nation of black or brown? There is no such nation called black or brown, right? But check it out. I'm going to help you with the nation thing. Hold on.
Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
So this is God speaking right now. He said, thou art a holy people. Come on.
Unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
So now it said he chose a certain people above all people that are upon the face of the earth. Right now, when you think of people, you're not hearing nations, right? But I'm going to give you the precept to that. Give me Deuteronomy 14 and 2. Check this out.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 14 and verse 2.
You're going to say the same thing? Come on.
For thou art an holy people.
So again, it's starting out the same way. Holy means set apart. So he said, the Most High God saying, thou art a holy people. Come on.
Unto the Lord thy God. And the Lord hath chosen thee to be a peculiar people unto himself, above all the nations that are upon the earth.
You hear that? It said above all the nations that are upon the earth. Jesus is a black man according to the Bible.
That's right.
The Bible, Revelation 1, verse 14 and 15 describes what Christ looked like. The reason why that's, I'll give it to you. We didn't go into it earlier because you're like, man, I don't get, but hey, it is important though. You know why it's important? Because we're going to see Christ in each other. If we know that Christ is black, first of all, think about this for a second. If it didn't matter, turn that around. If it didn't matter, why then do we have that in all the churches?
Right.
Think about it just stop and think about it. Why? Because check this out. That same person that looks like that, if you ask them what color Christ was, then what are they going to say? He is white.
I feel like they probably got it because they move is better.
Say again?
They move is better.
Their move is better? What it is?
At that moment, they move is better.
What do you mean?
But we can't live in that. They overpowered the brand.
They're rulers of this world.
They manipulated us.
They did.
We wasn't strong enough. We wasn't sharp enough. But we are now.
But check it out though.
But we are now. That's why I don't get why we stay stagnated in such a long.
You know why?
history.
You know why? You know why?
If we moving forward now, you have the knowledge of everything that took place at the moments, and now we knowledgeable of it. It's like, why can't we collectively?
You know why? I'm gonna tell you why.
Our moving forward shouldn't be us moving forward with the past.
But no. That's a good point. But
leave
listen,
that there and continue. We got the knowledge now.
But check it out though. Not all. Check this out. Not all of us even know we ever went into slavery. That's first. Secondly, not everybody, our people don't even realize the black and brown people right now are still being sold in slavery right now.
But you know who's doing it more now? We're selling each other though.
No. I'm talking about the Arab nations. Over in Yemen, black people are being put into slavery currently in 2023.
Bring it out. Why is it not collectively a bunch of black people in position going to wherever they at?
That's an excellent question. You know why? You know why? No, because we don't have any power. You know why? We don't have. No. What I mean by that is we're not united as a nation of people. We think as individuals. We don't think. No. But that's the reason why. Because you made a good point. Why can't we come together and move forward? The reason why is because we have all kinds of different doctrines of beliefs. And the only way we can come together collectively is when we start returning back to God's laws, statutes, and commandments. Why? Because the Most High God, remember he said, we are the chosen, and he gave us laws and statutes and commandments to keep. But we continue to break them every day. As a matter of fact, our people breaking the law today. Guess what law they're breaking? Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. Our people do not keep the Sabbath day.
Bring it out.
We trample on the Lord's Sabbath day every Saturday.
Bring it out.
As a matter of fact, think about this. The Sabbath day is Saturday, the 7th day. That's the Sabado. Sabado means Saturday or Sabbath. Matter of fact, before I see your brain thinking. In 300 BC, right? The Council of Nicaea, right, under Emperor Constantine, changed he declared that the Sabbath day would be Sunday instead of Saturday. He changed that. But wait a minute, hold on. What's the first day of the week? What's the first day of the week? Sunday.
I was going to ask.
So where that come from?
This to the question.
Go ahead.
So what's the rules to the Sabbath day?
I like that question. So the laws, my man, I like that question. The laws of the Sabbath, there's 4 laws of the Sabbath, right? No buying, no selling, no cooking, and no working.
That's supposed to be.
Those are the 4 laws. And check this out. During Moses' time, before Christ died on the cross, during the Mosaic laws, which can be found in the Torah, the first 5 books of the Bible, if you broke the Sabbath day, you were put to death. You could not repent for that. Remember, and during Moses' time, remember how they used to atone for their sin? They would sacrifice a goat or a lamb. And that's how they would atone for their sin. But now when we broke the Sabbath, now if we break the Sabbath, we just gotta repent and turn back and stop doing it. Because Christ paid that penalty, he paid that sacrificial law. Christ is a new sacrifice for us. Because he died on the cross. But in the time of Moses, it's a day of rest. It's a holy day. Matter of fact, let's give it to him real quick. I'm not going to use my words. Listen to what he said. Come on.
The book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
Here you go.
6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work.
So it says 6 days. We got 6 days to do all we need and want to do. Come on.
But the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates.
So let's talk about when we were in rulership. We had servants. Even they got the day off. We didn't make them work on that day. It was a day of rest. Come on.
What chapter was that?
That was Exodus 20 and verse 8. All right. So matter of fact, Exodus 20 is where you find the 10 Commandments, right? But beyond the 10 Commandments, there are laws and statutes and commandments that we have been commanded to keep as the Israelites. But the reason why we don't is because we have, like I gave you that scripture earlier, we've been separated from our heritage. We don't even realize that we are the chosen people of God. We don't even realize that Most High God said we are the chosen people. Because why? Why? Because we have broken God's law, statutes, and commandments. In fact, I'm going to show you something. I got a quick question for you. How do you, everybody wants to go to heaven, right? You want to live forever, correct? You want if I tell you the Bible says there's a blueprint how you live forever, how do you think you live forever?
Stay pure, genuine.
I like that word. I like how you said that. Stay pure. That's pure. But there's only one way to do that. But what's your answer? Or do you even believe in heaven?
Yeah, I don't believe in heaven.
Oh man, so you don't believe the Bible?
I believe that the Bible has good lessons.
Let me tell you something.
I don't believe in that the characters in the Bible are fictional.
Oh, you mean non-fictional? I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you straight.
I don't think it was real people.
They are. This is a history book. This history book is to the black and brown people of this world.
I thought it said that it's allegorical. The book is allegorical.
Oh, there's allegory. Yes, there's allegory.
That it's about stories.
No, but you got to remember, there's some aspects of the Bible that are like similitudes. They're metaphorical, but the Bible is a true history book.
How do you decide which is not?
I'll show you. Deuteronomy 28. How did our people get here? How did our people get to this land?
We always been here.
No, we have not always been here. This land used to be a land that no man dwelt. I'm gonna show you right now. But how did the black and brown? Okay, let's show you. Give me. I'm gonna show you. If I showed you, how about this? Did the transatlantic slave trade happen? Yes, it did. Don't say no.
Wait. No. What I was going to say is that I don't believe that black people only came here off of a transatlantic slave. I believe we was here already.
Okay. So I'm going to first show you how you got here. Then I'm going to show you how some of the other nations of Israel got here. But let's start with how we got here. Come on.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Egypt. Give them the precept of what Egypt means. Because remember, when we first came out of Egypt, when we were delivered from Egypt, we walked out of Egypt. Right. When we were in bondage for over 400 years. We meaning the Israelites. All right? So now Moses is prophesying to the Israelites in the wilderness after they've been delivered out of Egypt. And he's telling them, this is going to happen again if we don't keep God's law, such commandments. Come on.
Deuteronomy chapter 5 and verse 6. I am the Lord thy God, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt from the house of bondage.
So in the context that he's about to read, Egypt means house of bondage or captivity or slavery. So read it again.
So wait. So Egypt is not the
in this particular verse. This is not the physical Egypt in this particular case. That's why I had him show you that Egypt has a double meaning. It has the place, but it also means bondage, house of bondage. So this is what Moses told the Israelites. Check it out.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
With what?
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
This is in the Bible.
Bring it out.
The Bible said we were going to be brought over into captivity again by way of ships. We know that. We know that's not cruise ships. We know that. We know that's not a fishing boat ship. We know that means cargo slave ships. That's what we know. And that's how you know that the Bible is a true book.
That's right.
Because this was prophesied thousands of years ago. This came out of Moses' mouth. The problem with our people is we don't understand what prophecy is. Prophecy means foretold. Meaning this man, Moses was not a fictional character. Moses was actually a man, a black man, by the way, who was an Israelite, who at the time when he was the primary person that was God used to help Pharaoh let his people go. Remember all the signs, all the plagues that they brought on Egypt. Y'all remember that? So now, when they come out of Egypt and they come into the land of, and they're in the wilderness, right? He's telling them that if they break, matter of fact, give them the full context. Give them Deuteronomy 28, verse 1 first.
Wait.
Come on.
So was that a prophecy?
Yes, it's a prophecy.
That was a prophecy. That wasn't.
Matter of fact, no, finish it, because I just stopped them at ships. Let's hear what the whole verse says. Then you'll see that this is definitely prophetic, and it did happen. Come on.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee.
So it's saying by the way in which I'm prophesying to you right now. Come on.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
Thou shalt see what no more again? Meaning the homeland that you're going to be extracted off of and placed in slave ships. You're not going to see that land again once you get put on them slave ships. Come on.
And there you shall.
And there, meaning when you get to where that slave ship takes you, whether it be the Caribbean islands, whether it be the Americas over here, whether it be over in Europe, because we were scattered all over. Here you go right here. We're scattered all over the world. Right. Come on.
And there you shall be sold unto your enemies.
That's what happened. We were sold to our enemies. Come on.
For bondmen,
for slave men,
and bondwomen,
and slave women.
And no man shall buy you.
Meaning, when it says no man shall buy you, that means that you will not. No nation of people will come to your aid. Because we know we were bought. We know we were sold. But when it says no man shall buy you, it's talking about there's nobody that's going to come and help to get you out of that.
What is a nation? Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord. His word